as or major metropolitan areas as pioneers. The technology culture out of Silicon Valley and the West Coast and then elsewhere, but then slower to catch on in the Midwest. It's a parallel evolution here with the urban-rural divide and different cultures finding different ways to connect to the movement.
Sandrine?
To what Ray said, he said it was invented in Silicon Valley, but to me, co-working could as well have been invented by a woman and not at all in doing technology, because it's very close from our needs. And I want to tell you that I'm talking of a woman that quit the corporate world at one point, maybe older than other web programmers, because for one good reason, often that they want to take care of their children and have work-life balance, or because they are fed up with glass ceiling, or because they need sense in what they do. So they leave the corporate world, and thanks to internet, but not because they work in internet, but with internet, they create something from their living room. Like, for example, I created an internet site dedicated to kids quotes, so that's not something having to do with technology, it was just a mean. And then after that, you find the need to have a place to go out, after the advantage of having this flexibility. You really need to go out, and you really need there are other specificities. For example, if you are an expat, if you follow your husband coming, I have a friend coming from Seattle following her husband working at Microsoft. She arrives in Paris, what does she do? She still wants to work, she's 35 years old. Her first reaction is is going to look for a co-working space and find, and it's also a question of status. And then I stop with the specificities of women. When your children are becoming teenagers and say, oh no, mom, you don't work, really, it's the father here that that works, because he has the office and you stay at home. And by the way, can you get me some chocolate spread as you are here? So there is a real huge need for, and also then it can become a place for to develop projects, to incubate projects, and to bring a lot of resources we have, like Women Business Angel, or not only Women Business Angel, but Women Equity, bankers, and all the people that go around the women entrepreneurship.
By the way, here at the Hub Brussels, there is a lot of expats, of course, in Brussels. It's an international city. There is a lot of, actually, there is a lot of husbands of European officials here,
okay.
and they are working here. And
but we welcome husband expats too.
Co-working, I haven't heard this term used of it. It's a movement. It's a feminist movement, no matter the gender of the people in a space or creating it. It's about adding more choices to all of our lives. I'm thinking of tubes and crayons, spaces that incorporate childcare in the U.S. that serve parents of both genders, and taking that broad view. It is, largely about, and this is what's different from just office spaces, office suites, and so on. It's about people, relationships, and choices. Adding those to our lives, and they do matter.
who feel inspired by that and want to